Hi there, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live chat. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first. One topic in tonight's live chat, brief live chat, just less than 30-minute long, this week's last live chat. Some information which I have got from the ground, I want to share with you about the Amhara region. Something big is coming, it seems there. Simon Tesfaye, first viewer who commented, Kidus Haile Selassie joined to Kidus is always first to comment under videos. Special welcome to you, Kidus. We have 89 media says Eritrea indeed has economic plan. By the way, 89 media, you have a YouTube channel as well. Because I think you shared a link to one of your videos in comment section of my views and news. When I clicked the link, I saw your channel, and the channel had a video about Eritrean economic plan. Am I right? We have Simon. Simon says you may have lost some followers after yesterday's topic. Well, yesterday we talked about how to remove Isas Savuki. We talked about how to remove PMRV a few days ago. We talked about how to crush Fano, how to crush Ola, how to crush Tigray, right? Tigray forces. This is what I've been talking about in the last 3 to 4 years. So what matters is the quality of reporting. Viewers join, viewers depart. What matters is quality. I don't know. I cannot make everyone happy. I'm not here to make people happy. I am here to report. I want to express myself freely. You are free to express yourself as well. No restrictions on you on my views and news. Rose joined too, says hi. First maybe participation, new name for me. How are you, Queen? Mike McConnell says, hello, Sajid. It's been a long time since I found you online. It's good to see you live. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you. Romticha joined. Romticha member to welcome Romticha. Peace and love. Second member who joined is Peace and love. Special welcome to both. Peace and love, Romticha. Mikhail here, Lilu, Mesmer, Average Dom says your video on how to unseat Isaias was amazing. Thanks a million. What about my video about how to remove PM Harvey, which I did a few days ago? Average Dom. Yeah, 889 Media has a YouTube channel who is confirming that. All prayers for you, for your success. Masfin K here, TE, Ilahun Tadase, Elijah Kano joined after some time. Welcome, Elijah says, sensible choices of title might help to avoid unnecessary sensitivities. You're right, Elijah, but what type of title should have been chosen? There are some people who don't want to listen to any narrative which does not suit their views. So no matter what the title is, they're bound to criticize. Sometimes people, without watching the video, start commenting. So I just uh, then I have to speak directly. Very limited choices for me. Orom teacher says, Mr. Saji, say, long live Isa Savuki before you begin. Well, long live everyone, not just Isa Savuki. I don't wish death for anyone. But I would request Isa Savuki to let Eritreans live as well, to free Eritreans who have been in prisons for years. What is the crime? Some died in prison. They called for democratic change. Long live to those too. We should not wish death for anyone. Queen Rose says, what about how to remove Sajid from the news channel? Yes, people tried, by the way. They tried their best. They could not. Aman Washe joined. Aman is a member too. Special welcome, Aman. Alimo here. Welcome, Alimo. Uh, Let me begin, viewers. I'll speak for just a few minutes, short live chat tonight. Then I'll take your questions, comments. I have received some information from the region, Amhara region, which I want to share with you. Midaksa says, who is loved? Avi, he is politics and strategy on Horn of Africa. Well, I find it difficult to understand what you are saying. Someone says Fano is becoming strong. You should prepare the progress of Fano from start to now, and what can Fano achieve if they continue like this. I'll do a video on that, on Fano's evolution. Beline Ebegaz here. Orom teacher says, we Ethiopians are the slaves of World Bank. Well, uh, World Bank, IMF, why do countries choose these financing institutions? Why? I mean, no one forced Ethiopia to go to World Bank or IMF. Ethiopia could have contacted other institutions too. The reason is very simple. IMF and World Bank give loans with very little interest. There are no other international institutions which give loans on such a small interest. So it is in the favor of the governments to take loans from these institutions. But they know how to recover loans. When they give money, they just don't sleep. They tell from which sectors of the economy they'll be able to get their money back. So they make a full plan and they tell the government to implement the plan. They don't leave it to the government to ensure payback. Governments perhaps are not as efficient, as committed. So they want to get back their money. That is why they interfere. And by the way, people criticize US a lot. They criticize West a lot. They praise China. They praise Russia. Here in Pakistan too, people criticize Americans a lot. They say America is dominating the world. Its hegemony should come to an end. China is best. Russians are better. But whenever Countries need financial support. Chinese and Russians don't step in. America backed, West backed institutions are saving the countries from default. Not China backed, not Russia backed institutions. China is a huge economic superpower now. But is it really supporting countries to survive financially? I think these questions should be asked. I am not saying that people should blindly support or follow American policies. I think they should make a comparison. US bashing is a trend, I think, in developing, underdeveloped countries. And leaders sometimes deliberately promote this trend to put the blame on Westerners for their failure. Let's not be diverted. Let's be restricted to the topic. Let me start with yours. We are diverting ourselves, I think. Yeah, someone is saying when Ethiopians flee, Eritreans flee, they don't go to China or Russia, they go to US, they go to Europe. Yeah, you're right. Their systems are far better, I think, than the systems of Chinese and Russians. Let me start with yours. Amhara region views, we know that campaign unity, operation unity, and the net, I think, is the Amharic word for it, really hurt Ethiopian military. It led to losses on the military. I did a video on that, a live chat. I told you why this operation rang alarm bells in the government circles, in military circles. I told you about its coordination. I told you about the surprise element. I told you about the results. Obviously, when military has realized that Fano groups planned an effective operation, the military was expected to do some counter work, which is happening now reportedly. Military has not launched any major counter offensive to weaken Fano, though military has launched so many operations, by the way. In the last 2 years, military has launched so many offensives. We have lost count of the offensive launched by the military. This time, no new offensive launched so far, but heavy military buildup is being noticed. What I am getting from the ground shows that from three directions, ENDF troops are pouring into Amhara region. They are arriving in Amhara by air as well, reportedly. They are entering Shoa from Oromia, North Shoa, Amhara from Oromia. They are entering Wollo from Afar. They're entering BG, and from BG, they're entering the Amhara region, they're entering Agoavi zone reportedly. So, ground forces equipped with heavy weapons have been seen entering Amhara region in large numbers in the last 4 to 5 days reportedly. Their arrival in Amhara by air already reported. I think I did a video on that a week ago. So Right now, we're seeing a huge military buildup in the Amhara region by Ethiopian National Defense Force. So, on the one hand, military convoys entering Amharian. On the other hand, in Bahirda, regional capital, national dialogue is being conducted. Masfan Araya is talking to thousands of people saying these are representatives of Amhara people and we're finding solutions to the conflict in the region. While Fano is boycotting the national dialogue, Fano is trying to hit the venue where this national dialogue is being held. Fano fighters last night and yesterday entered Bahirdar. They threw some hand grenades close to a university, close to a stadium in Bahirdar. What is military up to? I think uh, since military suffered heavy losses and reportedly some senior military officials were targeted by Fano. Two have been targeted reportedly during the Operation Unity. Did they survive? Were they injured? Hopefully, I'll do a video if I get information from the ground. But at least two senior ENDF officials were targeted during that attack. And if they die, if their death is confirmed, obviously there'll be pressure upon Ethiopian National Defense Force to launch new and stronger offensive on Fan. That is why we're seeing military buildup. Operation has not begun, military buildup is being noticed. So coming day is crucial. Those who are saying that dialogue is the solution, Fano should lay down arms, Fano is talking to the government. No, nothing is happening which would point towards peaceful solution. Rather, Fano is gearing up for second round of the offensive. Uh, it conducted first round a few days ago. It is gearing up for second round. When, where, how, no one knows. Military making preparations, not just defensive but offensive. I think in coming hours or coming days, you could see uh, intense fighting in the region. Government might revert to imposition of a state of emergency in the region if situation does not improve. If Fano groups launch second phase of their campaign and they manage to hit military more, I think you could see some big decisions by the government. Let's see. Uh, Coming days are crucial. Those who think that, by the way, people have been claiming, several profano sources claimed in 2024, 2023, that military was withdrawing from the region, that military was going to withdraw. But uh, I've been saying for the last 2 years that military will never withdraw. Military will only withdraw if Fano is weak. Fano is not weak. And secondly, the military trained forces are not reliable. Fano groups infiltrated newly trained anti-right force, strike force, and we saw fighting between strike force and ENDF soldiers. Strike force was supported by Fano fighters near Miravi. It happened. So military knows very well that if it starts withdrawing, Amhara region will collapse. It will fall to Fano fighters. How long will military continue? By the way, how will election be held in Amhara region? I mean, if Fano groups decide to boycott the election, how will the election be held? Can the election be held in Amhara region? And keeping in view the rising hostilities between Ola and government, Ola won't allow the holding of election as well. It means that Shomit says, "Hi, sir, please check what is going on around Gondar town. I'm in the town." Well, just share with the viewers what is happening there because right now I am in the live chat talking to the people. Shumit, what is happening there? What is happening in Gondar, in the outskirts of Gondar? Shumit has written this message 3 times. Well, Fano groups are charged, by the way. They are on the offensive. They have the momentum. This Operation Unity gave them hope that they can. Shumat says that gunshots heard around the town, Gondar city. Okay, I'll confirm that after the live chat, and if there is important development, I'll do a video. If Fano groups try to enter Gondar city, we'll do a video. Gondar city has been very calm, very peaceful. No Fano activity there. Shumet, am I right? In recent months, Fano did not try to attack Gondar. They attacked some locations in Bahirdar, but Gondar remained largely peaceful. Tola Ed says there is no internet in Gondar. It's a bluff. Shomed, no internet in Gondar. Tola is saying. Shomed says there is internet in Gondar. Tola, you need to recheck, I think. He's there. Lilo says, Saj, do you have anything to say about new purchased aircraft for PMRB? I heard about it, but I cannot do a video about rumors. It seems very unlikely that Ethiopian PM would buy a private jet for himself. Maybe uh, officially some aircraft has been bought for prime ministers, for heads of state. Uh, did Abiy buy it in personal capacity? This is the question. I could not verify that, so that's why I did not do a video. Ethio says he's in Gondar, there is network. Okay. Tola, please don't misguide people or you are mistaken. So we give you a benefit of doubt. So Rafal says, what do you think about latest Gitacho interview with UMD Media? Yeah, I saw that interview. I got the summary of what he said. I don't know how relevant Gitacho is now in Tigray's politics. He's trying to be relevant. Maybe he's hoping that PMRB will keep him relevant. So a lot depends upon who will be the new president of Tigray, who will be the new members of new president's cabinet. Getachew is leveling accusations against top TPLF people. 4 TPLF leaders he accused without naming them. And we know who these 4 are. Tabatsian, Munjarino, LM, Getachew, SFR. From day one, they have been putting pressure upon Getachew. But Getachew has lost the plot, I think. He made some blunders. He is himself to blame. He should have behaved in a mature manner But I think he was ambitious and perhaps he was played by PM Abiy. Now he has no future in Tigray politically. He himself admits that he's in danger there. On federal level, what will he do? Will he become part of Prosperity Party? Uh, will he establish a new party? Let's see. But I think he just wasted his struggle. The man fought on front lines during Tigray war, but he just made a mess of his struggle by uh, taking some wrong political decisions, I think. It's 26 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat. Let me check what is happening in Gondar. Uh, if there is an important development, I'll do a video on that. Thank you for watching, viewers. Now I'll be back on Friday for next live chat. Keep a close eye on Amhara. I think next few days are crucial. We could see major moves by the military or Fano in coming days. Thanks for watching. See you on Friday. Bye bye.